the spirit of the Golden Empire. Now, from Kern Golden Empire Television, 17 News at 5 starts right now.
It's just hard. And they do life over donuts. And he said someone, he thought that the person paid for it.
The family of a Bakersfield man upset tonight that their loved one could spend the rest of his life behind bars for allegedly stealing donuts, all because of the third strike law. Good evening, I'm Robin Mangren.
And I'm Jim Scott. Several Kern County residents stood outside the Superior Court building in downtown Bakersfield today to protest California's three strikes law. The local group FACTS, Families to Amend California's Three Strikes, were out today to show their support for the man you saw there who is facing his third strike. The group says when the third strike law was approved by California voters years ago, voters believed it would be for serious felonies as a third strike, not a non-violent felony.
He is getting 77 years for stealing a 50-cent package of donuts. And if that isn't unjust, what is?
We don't feel that he should get 77 years for a pack of donuts on his third strike, being that it's going to cost me and you our tax dollars to house him for the rest of his life. So we're here in support of the fact that his third strike is nonviolent, a pack of donuts.
So on to this man who was busted for paying for a small package of donuts. Now, as you heard, he could be spending the rest of his life in prison, a third strike offense that is being challenged by some in our community. 17's Paul Ramirez is in the studio tonight with the latest on those charges. Paul.
Jim, today in court was simply a long day wait for Robert Fassbender. It was a hearing at which his attorney, Michael Webb, was trying to get the charges dropped before having to go to trial. Now, Fassbender's mother and brother were there to support him, but as it stands, the DA plans to prosecute the case to the hilt, even if it means life in prison for Fassbender under California's controversial three strikes law. Robert Fassbender is in court for a petty theft charge of not paying for some donuts he ate but didn't pay for last November. His brother Eric and mother Marceline are outside the courtroom along with other family members, hoping the charge doesn't stand, because that would mean a third strike penalty.
I just hate to think that he is going to have to do, the rest of his life in prison, because then that means he'll die in there, and I don't want that.
The family says Fassbender is a reformed convict, leading a Christian life, sometimes tortured by drug use.
It's just hard, and they're going to do life over donuts. And he said someone, he thought that the person paid for it, the donuts, in the store. And it's just my brother did so good for years and years and years, and he took people in from prison to his Christian home.
But Kern County District Attorney Ed Jagel says Fassbender has earned his third strike with two previous felonies dating back to 1977 and 1999 for robbery.
Just recently, not very long ago, he got caught on a third strike, another theft offense, and we gave him a break because his strike priors were happened a relatively long time ago. Even though he had numerous arrests and convictions since then, we gave him a misdemeanor on what would have been a third strike, and he's right back committing another theft offense.
Fassbender is scheduled for another hearing on February 11th.